Good evening, dear students. Today, 8th of June. Today, let's try to discuss another set of questions of MCQ questions, multiple choice questions, and one mark questions. So, today we shall discuss 8 MCQ questions and 8 one mark questions, that is 16 questions. So, without further delay, let's try to solve it. So, first question is MCQ. First MCQ is, which one of the following changes is not oxidation? So this question is pertaining from the first lesson, and you know that this is exempted. First, still we have discussed it in our classes, regular classes. So combination, double displacement, corrosion, and acidity. So double displacement is the right answer for the question, wherein the oxidation is takes place, right? So next question, let's try to discuss the next question, that is the acid formed in the stomach which helps in digestion is dilute solution of. You know that many times we have discussed it. It is nothing but HCl, right? This solution is called a HCl. So right answer will be HCl. HCl means what? Hydrochloric acid, right? Hydrochloric acid is nothing but a short form of it's a long form of HCl. Children, as I told you many times, not only in human beings, even in the animals, this HCl is present in the stomach. This HCl is responsible for further digestion in the stomach. And you might have observed that, or you might have seen in your television sometime, the animals like crocodile, which or animals like a snake, which swallows the whole animals, the prey. For example, a big a Nile crocodile, which can able to swallow the gazelle, the whole gazelle, or a deer, right? Still it manages to digest everything, starting from his horns to its skull and skin and everything, right? It is not like other animals, like they can only eat the flesh. For example, the animals like tiger, lions, these animals, they'll catch their prey and they'll eat the whatever is essential, like flesh, which can be easily digested. But the animals like crocodiles and the snake, they which those animals, they can able to swallow the whole animal because they don't have the teeth to crush it, right? And you know that crocodile has a teeth, but it has a teeth to just to grab the animal, but not to chew the animal, right? Chew the flesh and everything. So it will swallow the whole thing, but that everything, every part of the animal is get digested in the stomach with the help of the strong hydrochloric acid, right? So such a strong hydrochloric acid that we do have in our stomach, and even the animals do have, so that through that digestion process takes place. So children, so right answer will be, you know that, the HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, right? So next question is third one, which of the following substances is used as an anti-chlor, right? Anti-chlor. So Na2SO3, okay, remember that Na2SO3, so substance which is used as an anti-chlor, right, for a chlorine process. So anti-chlor, right? So for the reverse process is used as anti-chlor. This is one of the rarest question. I don't think you get it in the examination, but remember this, that is Na2S2O3, right? So this used as a anti-chlor. So next, which of the following method is suitable for preventing an iron frying pan from rusting, right? So what are the methods? So for example, we just see, that is what are the methods that we can able to use. In the metals chapter we have discussed, children. So here some of the methods are given. Which of the following method is suitable for preventing an iron frying pan from rusting? So what are the methods? Applying grease? Obviously not, isn't it? So applying paint, we cannot apply the paint to the frying pan, because it will be continuously heated, right? So we cannot paint it, right? Just normal iron, we can paint the normal iron to just to avoid the rusting, but you cannot um, paint the iron pans, right? The frying pans, right? So next, applying a coating of zinc, right? So this would be suitable. So applying the coating of zinc, yes, this will be the right answer. And then all of the above, it is also wrong. So first, second are the wrong answer, and third one is right, and fourth is also wrong. So right answer will be applying coating to the coating of a zinc, right? So next, I hope you understand the question. So next question is, amphotasic oxides are the following. So we have discussed in the chapter metal amphotic oxides, so which is nothing but Al2 aluminum oxide. Aluminum oxide, remember that these are also called as amphotic acids, right? Sorry, amphotic oxides, aluminum oxides, right? Al2O3. Fine. So next term, the electronic configuration of 282 is, right? Electronic configuration of 282. So what is the its atomic number? We just find out very simply, that is we need to add it. So first shell, K shell will be 2, and KL shell will be how much it is given, 8, right? And then KLM shell given as 2, so that is 2 plus 8 plus 2, 10 plus 2 is 12. So that is nothing but a magnesium, right? So right answer will be magnesium. Very simple. Got it, right? We have discussed many times in the class about the how the electrons are arranged in orbits with a formula. What is the formula? 2n square is the formula, wherein number n is equal to number of shells, isn't it? N number of shells, we call it as n. Got it. So next, so electronic configuration of 282 is, it's not a neon, it's not a sodium. Sodium is 11, isn't it? It's 11 means 281. So magnesium is not also calcium. So right answer will be the magnesium. So next, seventh question is excretory part of humans, right? Excretory part, try to understand. Excretory part through which we excrete the waste materials. Got it? So through which we excrete the waste materials. Excretory part, no. Heart is a purification part of the body, wherein it's purified blood. Brain, it is not a excretory part. Kidney, yes, through which the fluids, right, unwanted fluids will be excreted. None of these, so this is also wrong answer, right? So this is also wrong, this is also wrong. The right answer will be option number B, that is kidneys, right? So seventh question, it is pertaining from the biology, but it's very simple question, that is excretory part of humans, right? In the following parts, following the given this one options, the excretory part will be kidney, right? But not the heart, brain, and none of these. So next question we shall see is the eighth one, the last question, and this question is a MCQ question. Which of the following type of medicine is used for treating the indigestion? This we have discussed yesterday also. So this is nothing but a antacid, right? Antacid, because it is anti-acidic, right? Anti-acidic, wherein acidic, the acid, when I told you during indigestion the more acid secretion will be taken place, and due to that the person who is suffering from the indigestion feels stomach ache, that will be easily cured with the help of the base. When base is added to the acid, it becomes salt plus water, so he get a relief. For example, we take some medicines like Eno or Gelisil. These medicines, when we take it, these medicines are taken, right, when the more acid reflux will be taken place. So what is the reason for the acid reflection? So that also we have discussed. The reason for the acid reflection is overeating and skipping the meal, and even for you, if you take too much of tension, then also the acid reflux will be takes place. So this will be treated with the help of antacid. Antacid means anti acidic, right? So next, I hope you understand the question. This question also we have discussed in the last class. So next, second part of the question, we try to see that second part. So in the second part, let's try to see the first question: which period is largest period in the modern periodic table? This is also a repeated question in the last class, that is, which period is the modern periodic sixth period, nothing, which consists of how many elements? 32 elements. So sixth period will be the longest period in the periodic table. So give an example of plant hormone that promotes growth. Okay, which is the which one? So which is Gibberellus. Okay, Gibberellus, right? I hope I am pronouncing it right. So it's also biology question. So Gibberellus is a hormone which promotes a growth, right? So next, 11th question is which gland secretes insulin? We know that pancreas is a gland. Okay, pancreas is a gland which secretes insulin, right? What is the insulin? Insulin are the, substance, right? Or you can say that hormones which can controls which controls our sugar level in the body, right? If insulin is not secreted by the body, you might have observed that in the sugar patients, they take additional insulin for the by injecting the, injections, the dose of injection which is prescribed by the doctor, or by taking the tablets which is consist of insulin. By taking a extra insulin from the body, from the outside, they controls their sugar, right? So insulin is a substance which is secreted by the pancreas. The main function of the insulin is controlling the sugar in our body, right? So next, where the human eye forms the image of an object at its, okay, image of an object is forms on its retina, right? Retina, I told you, the image forms inverted image forms, because our eyes are works as a convex lenses. So as a lens, right, retina is a form of a lens, so it works as a lens. So the image is forms on a retina, inverted image. That inverted image, the which signals will be sent to the brain, and brain can able to understand what it can able to see, right? So next, write one of the disadvantages of solar cooker, right? One of the disadvantages for 1 mark. So we know that solar cooker advantages, we know that no need to consume an energy, because it works on the principle of solar energy, right? One of the disadvantages of the solar cooker, here ask not advantage, disadvantage. So disadvantages, you can write it's time consuming, right? It time consuming. So suddenly, when we through the LPG, we heat up our cooking, we cook the food in that manner, it won't work, right? So it time consuming. And one more, that if you say the disadvantages of the solar cooker is, one more is, you can say that when it won't work when the atmosphere is cloudy, right? When there's a cloudy, when you won't get a proper sunlight, then it won't work. And it won't work in the rainy season, right? Right, it works only in a summer season, wherein we can get a lot of heat, and it is time consuming. And you cannot cook a food instantly in the solar cooker, so because it is a time consuming. So we can write one disadvantage of that. So one disadvantage is, it is time consuming, we can say that. So next, CNG is a good why. So CNG is what? Compressed natural gas. Remember children, CNG, compressed. The long form of the CNG is compressed natural gas. So how it is, why it is called as a compressed natural gas? Let me tell you that. Okay. So you know that. Suppose I told you what is what's the reason for how the fossil fuels are formed. So remember children, I told you many times, thousands of years ago, the living organisms, right? The fossils of the living organisms, which the which get embedded in the earth crust, right? slowly over the period of time they becomes a fossil fuels in the form of a diesel and petrol, right? And that with the by drilling the holes from the top of the earth crust, right, it will be extracted, right, it will be extracted out. Okay, when we drill the holes during that time, okay, the gas is also get accumulated in the fossil fuels, and that gas is released out, and that gas is called it as, this gas nothing but which is called it as CNG, right? So this gas is called it as CNG. So what is the CNG? CNG means compressed natural gas, right? LPG is different, children. LPG is different. LPG is what? Liquefied petroleum gas, right? LPG, sorry, LPG is nothing but liquefied petroleum gas, in which petrol is liquefied. Okay, petrol is in a liquid only, right? So it is compressed and made into gas. So liquefied petroleum gas, which is nothing but a LPG. But what is the natural gas which is called as CNG? CNG is a natural gas. So it is called as compressed natural gas, which is gas is get compressed when we drill the holes to obtain the fossil fuels. At that time the gas is released. That gas is nothing but it is called as compressed natural gas. So what are the use of the compressed natural gas? You know that compressed natural gas is as same as we can use it as a as we use the LPG gas, right? So you might have observed that in our Ranebenur also, there's a CNG, you know bunk is there, right? So wherein the gas is filled by the autos. You might have observed in the Ranebenur green color auto which is having green color, okay, full green color. So that green color indicates that auto works on the gas which is called as CNG, which is called as CNG, that is nothing but compressed natural gas. Got it? So the right answer here, what is the question? Right, CNG is good. Why it is good? It is pure and non-pollutant since it is obtained, okay, you know that, children. CNG, as I told you, which is obtained from the compressed natural gas. It is when we drill the holes on the top of the earth crust to get the fossil fuels. This gas is released to the atmosphere. This gas is a pure form. It is a pure form which gives the less exhaust, which gives less exhaust to the environment. So we can say that it is pure and non pollutant, means it emits less carbon to the carbon and carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide to the atmosphere. So we can say that it is pure and non pollutant. It don't pollute the environment much. So what is which is non pollutant? Which is CNG. As compared to the petrol and diesel, it is non pollutant. So CNG is good to use, right? So next question is, I hope you understand the question answer. Then next question is 15th one, that is give two example for a biogas chemical cycles. Okay, right, biogas chemical cycles. So biogas chemical cycle is nothing but one is a carbon cycle and another one is a phosphorus cycle. So cycles you might have observed and you have studied in the your biology chapters. So carbon cycle and phosphorus cycle, remember, these are the two cycles which are responsible for the biogas chemical cycles. Okay, so next the last question, 16th one, we are going to discuss, that is write the expanded form of DNA, right? Okay, DNA expanded form. Very simple. DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, RNA is a, this is one more, that is a DNA and RNA, right? RNA is a ribonucleic acid. So write the expansion form of DNA he asked. So DNA is nothing but a deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, so this is the full form of a DNA, right? So DNA. So you might I think your biology teacher has explained much more about this DNA. So where it is being used and how it is a hereditary. It is also called as one of the hereditary material, isn't it? Which comes from the parents to the offsprings, right? So, and even DNA is also used in sometimes in the crime detection also, right? Because we cannot find the DNA is different for the different peoples, right? So today, children, we have discussed 8 MCQ questions and 8 one-mark questions. So in the next class, we are going to discuss. Okay, we shall discuss another set of MCQ questions and one-mark questions. So till then, children, take care and bye bye.